Greetings, survivors. Welcome to Ravenhearst 3.0. So, I decided to make this let's play, at least to begin with, into a sort of insider look at Ravenhearst. So, I'm going to talk, at least at first, a lot about some specific mechanics or hints or stuff you specific to Ravenhearst. All right. So to begin with, we are here, and let's start with I'm at Nav's gain just so that we can. This is not going to be the game I'll start with, but um, I'm going to do some stuff. I'm going to show you some stuff here, and at Nav's gain. Then I'm going to switch to a random roll gen and continue the let's play from that. So I'm going to turn the book menu and creative menu on. And let's start with this mark here, the spawn point. It's showing 1.4 meters, but this is about where I am. Um, the reason I do that is because you have a protection in this region around the spawn point until 2 p.m. So, well, there is this POI here that is within the the region. This POI can spawn a sleeper, but otherwise you're safe about, I think it's at 100 meters. We are going to do a test with that. So I mark the spawn point where I start to give a notion to myself for what the distance I am at so I can keep within that region. So the protection goes until 2 p.m. Until 2 p.m., no zombies as long as I'm close to my spawn point. Now, since I'm here, let's talk about the biomes. Um, the plains biomes is pretty good. It has wheat growing in it. It has a lot of these trees here, and these trees are important because they're going to give you coal, and you need coal for one of the early quests in the game. We also have here um, the radiation zone. And the radiation is it's tough. Um, because I'm at Nav's gain, I'm not sure that radiation zone is actually going to work as intended. But to get inside the radiation zone, you do need the radiation suite. Um, Maybe it's just the hazmat suite. Let me do something here. Let me go for jasmine clothing. Let's take one of these. I believe that's going to give me the radiation cloth for the radiation. No, this is just the admin stuff. Okay, I'm not interested in that. So I'm going to go with the hazmat suit then. Um, oops. I'm going to go with the hazmat suit. And you need not only clothes, but you also need to take some pills. So here's how it works. The clothes will protect you as long as you're not stepping on the radiated soil. Ooh, the framework, just so I can step on that. The clothes shall protect you as long as you're not in the radiated soil, right? Despite getting these hit attacks here. Um, Now, if you do step there, you're going to take a lot of points, hit points. Oh, was that it? Now, so you have two protections. One is the air and one is the soil. If you step on this, let me get some med kits just so I can survive stepping on it. Kit. Yep. First aid kit. Let's step on this. Now I took radiation. That's going to give me a lot of damage. Let me wait. So here, minus 40 every 10 seconds. So I have this radiation buff and I'm going to keep taking minus 40 for 10 seconds or every 10 seconds. I'm going to take minus 40 every 10 seconds until the radiation buff expires, which I'm not really sure how long it's going to take. Oh, that pig there. Yeah, the pink pig, it does attack. It seems like a friendly creature, and for the most part it is, but if you do hit it, you're going to get attacked. He's going to chase you and hit you. See? He's friendly, but yeah, you cannot get closer. Alright. Now this is taking a long time, so let me see if I can just debuff this. Blue pill fixer. And debuff radiation. Okay. Get rid of the radiation. So again, if you're on top of this, the suit will protect you from damage, but not when you step on the radiated soils. That means that the suit is pretty good for POIs. So if you're inside a POI, great, you just have the suit, it's going to be fine. Otherwise, you need trioxin. Okay. So trioxin it's the anti-radiation pills, and will give you 3 minutes which for in which you can step on the radiated soil without taking any damage. This is cumulative. Oops, not what I intended. So if you take a lot of trioxin, you get a lot of time. Now, basically the idea is you take the trioxin to travel around the radiated biome, and the radiated biome has some really good loot stuff. See here, for example, military desk, which is locked sadly, and then the military gun safe. Let's get a couple of lockpicks. And just loot this for the fun of it. Oh, it doesn't work on these. Alright, alright. So I'm going then with the diamond pickaxe, diamond edge pickaxe. And let's get some red tea. It's going to give me some buff. Drink that. We're going to get the cold one. So drinks come in cold and hot versions. You can make the encode by... Oh, not first, yeah, right. You can make the encode by right-clicking then while you're pointing to a fridge or a cooler. Right-click or shift left-click, I don't know. Clicking while pointing to that stuff. So some good loot there. Let's get some pills. Sure. So reduce hydration, increase my stamina recover, and let me drink this again so I can recover my stamina. Let's keep Antiradiation on hand. So you're going to find points of interest that are exclusive to the radiation. Am I in God mode? Oh no, I'm just with the stimulants. Yeah, the steams increase my movement speed, so that's what that is. The central pill will allow you to walk on radiated soil for up to 1 minute, actually 3 minutes, but that's fine. So that's how it works, the radiation zone. If you look at how to make trioxin, you see you need milk, blood bag, and infected blood to get infected blood. Infected blood, you don't have infected blood. What you do have are not needles, syringe, which is probably loot only. Yes. So you get these syringes, and they can be used on zombie corpses to gather infected blood. So if we were to well, interesting. If we were to get a nuts corpse, let's try gore. Zombie remains. So let's say we have this, and we have this range, and left click, and now all my syringes are full of infected blood. As for milk, another loot only item is the milking bottle. Well, bucket. So let's say we get, let's get a cow here, and we're going to the spawner for that. Animal cow. Beware that there is the cow and there is the bull. The bull is aggressive, the cow isn't. Alright, so the cow is going to flee. She also might die in that environment. Let's get another cow in this direction here. And then stop her on her tracks. So, isn't left click? Okay, it seems you have to kill the cow first before you milk it. That's creepy. I had never tried that, to be honest, but well, now you know. Since we're here, Busted Bus has good loot. In fact, every time you see the counter be rather high, that means that vehicle has good loot. So um, loot the loot the vehicles, guys. Loot the vehicles. They have some of the loot only really nice stuff. Okay, so we are still around our spawn point, and let's look at the classes. And I'm also going to go with the boxes here just to speed this thing up. So let's put these boxes down. Let me get a poncho because this guy is annoying. Right. Oops. That one I want. This one I wanted to get rid of. Let's just do it like this and then I'll drop it. Okay. So now we have is this a, okay, I got the wrong box. Joke's on me, I suppose. The joke is definitely on me. So this is the empty ones. Curious. Yeah, this is the empty one. Let's use this. Class selection. Crate. Okay, it's just called crate. Alright. And let's also get a bunch of keys. And now we can do this again. Wasn't? Oh yes, I was swearing, but it's removed by the... Let's drop this stuff here. Because I find it very annoying to have that around the boxes. Okay. So let's see what each class is about. So farmer crate. Farmer crate, we get the purified water, MRE, 2 bandages, storage, airborne antibiotics, wood sign, and the farmer clays paper. Now, the paper is where the interesting things happens, because once you read the paper, it will give you a blunderbuss with 250 ammo, some fertilizer, a pitchfork, recipe for steel hoe, sickle, and ability to craft some seeds, and exclusive access to compost bin and water well. Now, Here's the interesting thing, and I'm not sure if this is true for the farmer, but the weapon classes get a bonus on the weapon skill as well. So we're going down here and see if anything went up. No, it doesn't seem like anything did go up. And the basic equipment, and now we also get the pack of plant seeds, and just 5. It used to be 10. That sucks. A blunderbuss, a pretty good blunderbuss, but it's still a blunderbuss. The pitchfork. The pitchfork is a decent melee weapon. Not, it didn't say it's good. You say it's rather slow. It just takes some stamina out. Not that much, to be honest. And with damage at 8.94, that's not bad. That's not bad. The Iron Ring Force Club 86 here is 8 points. So I don't know, just to give you a reference, it's a decent weapon. You also get some forged iron with which to repair that uh, that pitchfork. You get some fertilizer, the gardening tool schematics, which is going to give you the recipe for the steel garden hoe and the sickle. Steel, does it have to be steel? It takes so long to get steel. Maybe, well, I don't know. I'm not going to look at. And the repair kits for the blunderbuss. So the farmer actually starts with 2 weapons, melee and a ranged weapon. But that's reasonable. That's reasonable. So let's look by opening the magical class. And again, pretty much the same items. Not all of them will have that. The magic class paper. Unlock some exclusive recipes and give you some needed items. So a scalpel, some forged iron, magical supplies, and exclusive medical recipes, access to first aid kits, antibiotics, advanced splints, disinfected bandages, and blue eyes. Alright, so again, um, this is all occupied. Here's nothing here, right? Again, so you have the scalpel, a pretty good bladed weapon here. Blade weapon smithing, blade weapons. Fast, it has some good anti damage, doesn't have much range. Alright, so let's drop that. For the item with which to repair it. That's... No, I just want to drop. For the item with which to repair it. Fuel splints, antibiotics, peroxide, which can be used to make the medicated bandage, which will cure stage 1 infection, some painkillers, the first aid schematic, and the herbal antibiotics schematic. So there you have it. That's the medic. We're also going to look at the skills, and medicine. See here, medicine jumped from 1 to 16. So that's a bonus from the magic class. That means you gain more health from the items, medical items you use. All right, so let's look at archery. Items seem to be pretty much the same. We have the herbal antibiotic. Well, let's read this one. Will give you access to a crossbow, 250 iron crossbow bolts, and a crossbow schematic. Exclusive access to repeating crossbow. This also unlocks arrow crafting. So we are going to start that. And now we see a 300 crossbow damage, entity damage, almost 20, plus the iron crossbow bolts. So this is pretty good, pretty good. And 250, that's quite a lot. Now, weapon does go out fast. you know, it's just how it goes. We didn't look at the quest. Maybe we should. So let's drop this stuff here again to repair stuff. And now the schematic. I'm going to read that because I'm curious. Yes, just the crossbow was unlocked. Okay. Let me look at the quests quickly. So we do have now quests for every class. So for both farming and, well, for every class so far, we start by having to kill zombies with a weapon for that class. And then you get points and you go on to the next one and so forth. So let's look at the blade weapons. And this is one I'm very familiar with. I played with it many times. So pretty much the same items again. And if you read this, you get a kukri and some forged iron, hunting knife, schematics, exclusive extra katana. So what's the deal here? Um, the kukri is a good blade weapon. So 9.7 damage, and it's a fast weapon, doesn't have much range, but is very effective. Now, the Master Blades, you have to kill zombies starting with the Kukri, I believe, actually. Master Blade, no, the Wooden Spear, okay. Wooden Spear, of course, it's the Wooden Spear. What else? Yeah, that's here. So the kukri is a good weapon. It's a weapon that it's better than a hunting knife. And so let me give here a hunting knife of quality. Give self without dyslexia hunting knife at 300. So there is a hunting knife. All right. So it's 8.62. The kukri is giving 9.7. Well, it's simply a better weapon here, and it's something between the hunting knife and the the machete. It's a fighting blade, right? Better weapon to start with than the hunting knife, with which I started many times before this was introduced, and it it might seem very few damage, but that's more than 10%, and it really really helps. So let's drop all of that, and you have the forge iron with which to repair stuff. And here's the thing, the hunting knife book will not only give you the recipe for the hunting knife, but will also give you recipe for the kukri, which interestingly enough comes in many different skins. So you can pick any skins here, and there's a typo here. Well, that's a minor thing. Um, I'm not going to read that book because it's going to spend so long showing information here that you're not. It's going to delay looking at the other stuff. So that's the blade class. Um, we didn't look at the skill, but archery got to 16 with the archer class, and blade got to 16 with the uh, blade class. So let's look at the blunt. It's pretty much the same sort of deal. So we're going to read this, and now we have the schematic for the spiked club. We have the spiked club. We have forged iron with which to repair it, and let's drop this. And we should really get rid of this just in case one of these um, purifying tablet, I might have gotten this from the medical class. I don't know. Anyway, well, archery, blade, and now blunt. All right. We're going to have to spawn a couple more forever keys. So let's look at the handgun. I have also played with it a little bit, though not so much. So pistol, 509 millimeters bullets, pistol schematic, exclusive access to Desert Eagle, and also unlocks the ammo class. All right. So we have the repair kit schematic, and that's interesting. Repair kits are not locked, but because guns require you to repair them so much, they get the schematic for free so that they know how to make more repair kits to repair their stuff. Now, you might recall the farmer also has a blunderbuss and didn't get that. Well, the farmer gets both the blunderbuss and the pitchfork. So honestly, it's overpowered. Well, um, but besides the 3 repair kits he has, he cannot repair that blunderbuss further. And honestly, it sucks as a weapon. He shouldn't even be using it, except for emergencies. So let's drop that and the repair kits. And here it is. Getting to know your handguns. Not only you have the extended magazine pistol, the silence, the extended mag silence, you also get the 44 Magnum, the 5.7, the MP443 Rook, and the Colt Python. So you get all these these weapons, and you might wonder about the extended magazine silence and extended mag silence. I'm not really sure there are versions with extended magazine for the other weapons. I'm pretty sure there are not versions of the other weapons for the silenced because, well, that's the big advantage of the bow and the crossbow. They are silenced, so um, that reduces the uh, imbalance of having a 44 Magnum silence, which I loved in Ravenhearst too. But yeah, what you're gonna do? I made a mistake of mentioning in front of Jax, so he nerfed it. All right, so you get all these recipes at once. That doesn't mean that you get. See, this book is called Getting to Know Your Handguns. It's not the pistol book. The book you find on the Cracker book is the pistol book. This gives you everything. This is exclusive. So let's drop that. 500 ammo, and depending on difficulty, 500 ammo is going to go fast, and I mean fast. And the pistol, and of course, if you look at firearms, handguns is now 16. So shotguns, I have never played with shotguns, and I mean I have never played with shotguns. Um, should have gotten all of that mistake. So let's read this. Pump shotgun, 500 shells, schematic, access to boomstick, and unlocks the ammo class. Now, if you haven't played with Ravenhearst before, you might not realize that to make any kind of ammunition, you actually need shells. You actually need to learn a skill, and to learn this skill, you'd need to have the ammo class, right? Now, this is less complicated than they used to be. You used to have to learn, um, uh, I don't know, ammunition making skill. I don't quite recall its name, but you had a skill you learned from 1 to 10, and then you learn all the individual ones. With this, you can just learn whatever ammunition you want, and you start by knowing how to craft your own ammunition. So that's easier. But on the other hand, you might notice that we do not have the high-powered version of the ammos anymore, and it made difficult to balance the weapon, so they're gone. And with that said, well, we didn't actually finish looking here. So the repair kit schematic, the recipe for shotgun, sawed-off shotgun, and the Benelli M3 Super 90, some repair kits, some shells, and a sawed-off shotgun. All right. So next on our list, it's a double checking here. Shotgun 16. And let's go with the survivor. All right. So survivor starts with 2 purified water, 2 MREs. All right. So it has this advantage at the beginning in that he has food and water for longer than the other classes. So let's take this and read it. We'll give you a wooden bow, 250 iron arrows, a claw hammer, skills in cooking, as well as extra supplies, exclusive access to making jars, and the chicken coop and rain catcher. So let's accept this, and let's look at what we got. We got 1 antibiotic. So that's another advantage of the survivor class. It's basically a equipment class at the beginning. You get more food and water, you get 1 antibiotic. It's not as good as medic, but I mean, you have it, and you still get the airborne antibiotic. You have your arrows and your wooden bow, and you start with a claw hammer, a 250 claw hammer. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, if you find one, that's nice, but uh, starting with it, it's nice. So let's see what the survivor might have learned. And well, the farmer, of course, got the advanced farming. So you start with the chrysanthemum, cotton, goldenrod, and yucca. I believe it was the farmer that got this at least, by being the survivor, but I don't believe so. And let's see here. Let's get science for that. Get 1 point in cooking. That probably is the survivor one. And survival skills, which gives cooking pot, grill, glass jars, and clay bowl. Access to self-sufficient. Barbecue grill, empty grain catcher, chicken food, and iron stove and stoves. Anything else? I don't think there's going to be anything else. Advanced bows, blade weapons. There's not going to be anything here or here. Right, so this is the Survivor. Survivor is the best class for water because it gets to create glass jars and it has uh, available to it a number of options for making water. I'm just curious about one thing here, chicken feed. Oh, it's still locked. Okay, so you do have access. Maybe the skill is giving, maybe you also get it from the skill. Uh, you do have access to the antiradiation pills here. Where was it? Here. Okay, you learn chicken feed together, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able. Uh, so corn and wheat, um, corn seeds. I won't have that, and I won't have wheat seed either. So yeah, it's nice, but it's a little bit limited in that you have to harvest wheat and corn in the waste. Well, not the wasteland, in the game to be able to make the chicken feed. Now let's take a look at the rifle class. And standard equipment, rifleman class paper. So let's read that. I played with rifle class a lot as well. And this will give you access to an SMG, 1009 millimeters bullets, and SMG schematic. Exclusive access. An SMG schematic. Exclusive access to M25 sniper rifle and Vintorez. Also unlocks the ammo class. So we're unlocking that. Same deal. We have the repair kit schematic, repair kits. This teaches you all sorts of rifles, SMG, extended mag, sniper rifle silence, AK-47, AK-47 scope with extended magazine, AK-47 scoped, LSAT extended magazine, bolt rifle scope, sniper rifle silence, SMG, not this extended mag one, AK-47 assault rifle, hunting rifle, bolt rifle, sniper rifle. Oh, we have to look at the quest for the survivalist. Okay, it's 2 p.m. and zombies are now spawning. They're all stopped because I locked the game. Well, I locked uh, the movement of all zombies and animals, so I'm going to stay there for a while. 1,000 bullets, and I'm going to tell you this goes out fast, fast when you're using the SMG to kill zombies for the quest. And of course, the SMG. Now let's take a look at the skill. The survival expert will start with kill zombies with the wooden ball. Alright, so pretty much everything as expected. You will get rifles level 16. So let's look at the last class, the average Joe crate. Now I never tried the average Joe because I'm not crazy, though yeah, I have a hand in this class coming to the game. So this paper will unlock exclusive recipes and give you some needed items. Well, this is actually a generic description. I don't think it really corresponds to what the average Joe class is. Things were going so well. The hot pockets were ready, Fortnite was loaded, and mom was out for the day. Who cares you have no skills? When you're going to need them anyway. It's not like the apocalypse is happening anytime soon. You have no calling in life and you must find your way. Not for the faint of heart, you have no specializations yet. That means you do not get a class. You have to uh, loot schematics and books, scrap them to make knowledge points to make a class, papers to read your first class. Now basically you start out with nothing. Well, you do start out with black dress shoes, a black suit jacket, some black suit pants. Alright? So, I mean, you look good, right? Yeah, you look good. So if nothing else, you're going to look good in the apocalypse. What else? You started with your desktop PC. Okay, that's nice. You can sell that. A bandage, alright, bandage. I don't know how you got the bandage, but you got one. Cheese, it's pretty good food, pretty good food. I mean, it gives you wellness. And some cans of soda. Yep. So that's the average Joe class. And I'm pretty sure, no, you don't get any skill points in anything. Alright. And finally here. Oh, no, okay, this is firearms. This is not all skills. There, no skill points. So that's the average Joe. If you want a harder challenge, go get that. So, yeah, radiation zone, it has tougher zombies. Don't go there, you're going to die. And if you don't die, the zombies will kill you and then you die anyway. But Plains is pretty good. Plains is pretty good. So I'm going to finish this first episode here. We looked at the classes. Um, we looked into having a spawn point, and we're probably going to do. We might do a little testing to see how far you can go. I believe I went as far as 90 meters, and I think when I was at a bit above 100, I saw zombies. So I'm guessing between 90 and 100 meters, zombies will start to spawn. But I try to stay at 60 meters from the spawn points. And at 2 p.m., as we saw, the zombies start spawning. We look at every class available, and we took a little sneak peek into the radiation zone. Well, this is Navsgain. I'm not sure the air will be radiated here, but let's take a look without our clothes. All right, yeah. So the hazmat suit will protect you against the air in the radiation zone, and the pills will protect you against the ground. Well, basically, um, use the hazmat suit at all times, but when you are inside a POI, a point of interest, inside a building, you can not be under the effect of the pills because the air will be clear. We might try to see if there is, because this is Navsgain, I doubt there is going to be any building in the radiated zone. We can take a look at it. It's right at the edge of the map. No, this is just, this is forest. This is not radiated. Yeah, not going to, there is not going to be any buildings here in the radiated zones. I don't think so, sadly for us. But anyway, get a bunch of trioxin, use it to walk around, but when you're inside, you can stop on the trioxin and rely on the hazmat suit to until you know oh pig. While you're looting that, just remember to take your trioxin before you leave. Oh yes. So we are going out, but as a final comment, I heard a screamer, and she's right here. Yeah, and she's a spider screamer. So yes, zombies now can come as crawlers or spiders, or walking. They come in different sizes, and screamers can spawn. I mean, without any forges or anything. So while you're walking around, you might get a screamer. That's all, was all for today. I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you for watching.